Everybody wants to start an easy online business, but most people, they really overcomplicate it. And that's because they believe they'll need a huge amount of technical skills or years and years of experience or loads of money. However, with the internet and generally all the platforms that are out there today, it's easier than ever to start an online business. It's still difficult to run, but if you can make it work, then you can bring in a lot of money. Especially with stuff like AI tools and automation and platforms that handle most of the difficult parts for you. So in this video, I just want to break down some of the easiest online businesses you can start today for relatively low cost and without needing a huge amount of technical expertise. You do have to be consistent though, so just bear that in mind, that there's never really a truly super easy business. You have to stick with it. But if you are consistent, then you can definitely make it work. Number one, digital products. So one of the most popular online businesses right now is digital products. And if you've seen any of my previous videos, you might have seen me mention this before. And that's because typically you can make a lot of money from digital products if you get things right. For example, this could be templates, ebooks, Notion systems, guides, downloads. The reason people like digital products is very simple. You create it once and you sell it an unlimited amount of times. Because of this, the profit margins are incredibly high. Once you've made it, you just need to promote it, so you're not holding stock. This also means the startup costs are pretty low as well, because it just takes time for you to create it, or if you want to use a designer, then it will just cost you however much the designer is. It's also incredibly scalable because if a product listing does well or your website does well, there's no limit to how many people can buy. It's not like you'll run out of stock. However, there are cons to this, and that's because the barrier to entry is incredibly low. Really, there's a lot of competition and there's a lot of saturation. If you take a look at Etsy, you'll see a lot of different digital products, and that can make it tough to stand out. It also can take a long time to build an audience. People get very lucky with certain listings that do incredibly well, and it can make them tons of money. But it's difficult to get to that point in the first place, or unless you're incredibly lucky. So you have to work on promotion and start to really understand how you're going to get traffic to your digital products in the first place. Also, you need to make a product that people want and maybe have some design skills. So if you're working on Canva, for example, you probably have to be fairly good, at least in comparison to your competition within the niche you're in as well. But also niching down is incredibly important here. But if you do have any graphic design experience or you're a creator, this is a pretty good option. Number two, print on demand. So another business model that's still very popular is print on demand. And this is because you can essentially upload designs onto hoodies and t-shirts, and the products are only printed when sold. So you're not holding any inventory, which means it's fairly low risk. Again, what made this explode was the low barrier of entry, similar to digital products, because a lot of people can basically get involved super easily. And you don't need warehouses or stock, which makes it super beginner friendly. And with platforms like Printify, you can connect products directly to stores like Etsy, Shopify, and TikTok Shop, which makes the whole process super simple. And if you want to get started with print on demand, then just use my link below to sign up to Printify. Once you are signed up, then there's lots of different tools you can use to essentially create your designs and sell your products. For example, you can use AI to help, so you can now use AI tools for brainstorming ideas, creating design ideas, coming up with the niche you want to be in, writing product descriptions, and also improving SEO. That can be very important for being found online. I will say with print on demand, low effort stores are struggling. So that if you want to succeed with print on demand, you've got to pick a strong niche. You've got to build an audience, again, through marketing and promotion, and just treat it like a real business, treat it like a real brand. Number three, affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing is probably one of the easiest businesses to start, and that's because all you need to do is put an affiliate link onto any one of your social media pages, or really anywhere. You don't even need your own product. You just need that link and a platform to promote it. Affiliate marketing essentially works when you recommend a product, someone clicks on that link, they buy that product, and you earn a commission from it. Essentially, it's a content-driven model because you want to be putting your link in a place that lots of people can find it. So if you already have a good social media channel, then that's great. It will make things a lot easier. If you're thinking about what platforms you can use to promote affiliate links, that'll be YouTube, TikTok, blogs, or Pinterest. Pinterest is actually a great one for it. I think the biggest pros here is got to be the low startup cost. It really doesn't cost you anything. You just need to sign up to an affiliate program like Amazon Associates, and you can get started ASAP. Or look for businesses or platforms that offer their own referral links, and you can push those as well. The model is incredibly simple, and that makes it very easy to start. If you just put this on an Instagram page with no followers, then no one's going to see it. So you do need to build that first. And because of that, it can take quite a bit of time to start seeing decent money from it. And that's because audience building takes time. The income can also fluctuate because it kind of is dependent on your audience and how well your content is doing. Because if your content takes a dip, then, well, your affiliate marketing will probably take a dip as well. But again, this is incredibly low effort and incredibly easy to start putting affiliate links on your content. Number 4, AI-assisted services. This is probably one of the biggest opportunities right now. That's because AI is exploding. You know, so many people are using AI tools and AI platforms right now. The thing is, not all businesses have the time to sort of take the generated content from AI and apply it to their business, unless they're just going to spam it. Ideally, you want to have somebody using AI and using ChatGPT prompts, for example, and using their human touch to really make it work in a business. For example, AI-assisted content, editing, social media management, design help, copywriting assistance. You still need human eyes on these things to make sure it actually looks good and the AI hasn't messed up. You then need expertise with social media tools, for example. So if you want to queue loads of posts using something like Hootsuite, but you've generated all these captions through ChatGPT, well, a lot of business owners or people might not really know how to use scheduling software. And this is where you could come in, because AI, it's not at the point where it can just do everything for people. It still needs humans to sort of put things into place. Essentially, AI isn't replacing every job, but it is making it easier for individuals to start service businesses. And people who learn how to use AI will probably outperform people who ignore it. Number 5, freelancing. Now, freelancing seems like an obvious one because essentially it's just working without a salary and just going from client to client to build up money and building relationships that way. However, it's incredibly viable and needed, and businesses need freelancers all the time. In terms of what you could do for freelancing, well, there's a ton of things you can do, but you could do editing, design, marketing, UGC, so user-generated content, or writing. Freelancing is still one of the fastest ways to make money online, and that's because you're selling a skill directly. So often if people need something done, they will just find a freelancer for it, which means there's a huge amount of demand. If you're using something like Fiverr or Upwork or LinkedIn, then that's going to give you access to potential clients. So if you want to go for this, then make a profile on Fiverr, make a profile on Upwork, and just get started. LinkedIn can be good as well, so build your profile and then just start outreaching to people. So which business is the best to start? Well, there isn't one perfect option. It entirely depends on you and your expertise and what you want to do. It depends on your personality, your skills, your patience, and your budget. And just remember, the biggest mistake people make is waiting too long to start. Most online businesses, they look very complicated from the outside, but they become much easier when you actually begin. Just make sure you stick with it. And if you enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.